Dejan Kulusevski was compared to Liverpool winger Mohamed Salah by his former manager at Parma due to his hard work and his mentality. This wasn't the only thing that he added to the Tottenham squad when he joined 2.5 years ago, but he became a critical contributor for the squad. But what's the story behind the Swedish powerhouse? Dejan Kulusevski was born in Stockholm on the 25th of April 2000, with both of his parents having emigrated from North Macedonia. At 6 years old, his talent was already clearly visible, and his neighbour encouraged his parents to enroll him into the youth academy at IF.
Brommapojkarna.
10 years later, Dejan had proven his undeniable talent at IF,
Brommapojkarna.
as suddenly scouts from Italy took an interest in him. And so, at only 15 years old, having had already played for the Macedonian as well as the Swedish under-16s, Dejan headed to the north of Italy to play in the Atalanta youth squad. Dejan mainly played as a central midfielder at the time, but that didn't stop him from becoming a relentless goalscorer for the under-17s at Atalanta, scoring 17 goals in 22 games, catching the attention of the Atalanta under-19 squad, and eventually being subbed on for 14 minutes that season. The next 2 years were not easy for the young Swede, as he showed his quality by scoring or assisting almost every game for the under-19s of Atalanta, yet only got to step onto the first team pitch at the beginning of January 2019, making his debut as a substitute against Frosinone. Later that season, he would play another 2 games against Milan and Torino as a substitute, but the now 19-year-old was looking to prove himself and joined fellow North Italian side Parma on loan. And this is where Kulusevski set the league on fire. Wait, make sure you subscribe and like the video if you haven't already. Thank you so much for this video recommendation and over 1,000 subscribers. Let's keep growing. Now, back to the video. On his debut for Parma, Kulusevski was booked and subbed off after just 57 minutes. But in his next game against Udinese Calcio, Dejan redeemed himself by assisting twice and collecting 3 points for his new team. And this was just the beginning. Kulusevski became an absolute animal on the right wing, assisting a total of 9 times and scoring 10 goals throughout the season, putting himself on the map by winning the Serie A Best Young Player award and under the magnifying glass for all the top teams in Europe. Although Dejan had caught the eyes of some Premier League teams, he wasn't ready to leave the Serie A just yet and joined the champions of that season for €35 million to play along legends such as Gianluigi Buffon, Giorgio Chiellini and Cristiano Ronaldo. And on his debut for Juventus, Dejan scored against Sampdoria, securing 3 points and assisted on his Champions League debut. However, his stats this season weren't as impressive as they were a season prior, with the Champions League dream fading away in the last 16 and coming only 4th in the league. But in the Coppa Italia, Kulusevski turned on the afterburners by reaching the final with his team. Having scored and assisted twice already, Kulusevski scored and assisted in the final, securing the trophy, all while having faced his former club Atalanta in that game. In the next season, Kulusevski was ready to play again for Juve, but this season, looking to secure the league title. But things didn't go to plan, as Kulusevski said himself. There were many things at Juventus that weren't working, and it was very frustrating. He also struggled to get along with Juventus coach Allegri, claiming, "I couldn't express myself," and having scored only 3 goals and assisted once in 20 games, Conte and Tottenham signed the 20-year-old on loan on an 18-month deal on transfer deadline day for €10 million with an option for purchase. This signing ended up being a contender for the best signing of the season, as Kulusevski implanted himself into the team immediately and linked up with Heung-min Son and Harry Kane as if he had played for them since his childhood. Dejan put himself on the map by assisting and scoring against the English champions of that season and securing 3 points and had the Spurs fans buzzing. He kept this form up until the end of the season, scoring 4 more goals and assisting 7 times. In an interview at the beginning of last season, Dejan added, "I think you can see, when I play freely, without really thinking, without worrying about mistakes. I just play my game. That is when I play at my best. I am happy when I can do that." For his performance, Dejan was awarded the Gold Bullen of 2022, the prize for Sweden's best player. Yet unfortunately, even though he scored twice and assisted 7 times, Kulusevski had thigh problems and wasn't able to perform to his full ability. However, even though it wasn't his best season, Tottenham made the wise decision to activate the purchase clause for Kulusevski and signed him for €35 million. And looking at his performance against Bournemouth last week, those €35 million have definitely not gone to waste by scoring and securing 3 points for the Spurs. Now the question is, how many goals and assists do you think Kulusevski will achieve this season at peak fitness? Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye.